everyone. I hope that you are doing well today. If you're rewatching, please remember to hit the like button. That does help me out so very much. Lets me know you guys are watching. I did watch the numbers for like one day, and I did notice I did get like on that one I got like 300 more views after I uploaded it. So I was like, oh, there are people watching it after I upload. So yes, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, we have our hexie we're still working on, and we also I want to make these little pumpkins into earrings. You already want it again, don't you? You know what he wants, guys. He wants his puzzle. All right, come on, let's go get it. Might as well go get it. Guess I'll get it before somebody gets here. I would get it before, but I don't want to get it ahead of time. I don't know. All right, Arthur, here you go, baby. Here you go. No, right here, babe. Right here. Yeah, you get it in there because it's loud, remember? All right, I'm coming back. Coming. Ah. All right, I'm back now. Arthur is happy now. He's got his Kong ball. But I hope that you guys are doing well today. A little cord under me. Oh, here comes Kitty Cat. I need to get Kitty a puzzle as well. But I was going to make earrings out of these little pumpkins that I made. So we're going to work on that really quick. It won't take us but a second. We just need to put some jump rings and some little clips on them. So these are, again, that same pumpkin pattern that I've been sharing with you guys. The small version, just done with a 1mm hook and embroidery floss. And here's the one that I did with acrylic and a 4mm hook. But again, I have tight tension, so mine might be a little smaller. So you can see there is quite a large size difference. But I thought that these would make really cute little earrings. Hello, Beth. So where's the leaf? There it is. So I'm gonna make them into little earrings. What I did, a lot of times people like take their jump rings and attach them to a stitch afterward, but I saved my little tail and I sewed it on here, basically sewed it on several times and then weaved it all in. And I just feel like it's a little more secure that way. I don't know. And it was just easier for me than trying to clip it into a little stitch. So that's what I did. And now I've got some more jump rings and some little clips to turn them into earrings. I've got pumpkin earrings on, but I want these. All right, let's see. So they have a jump ring on them. Do I want to put extra? Let's see. Do I need to make them more dang? I probably should put at least one extra jump ring on here. I'm so glad I put Arthur in there. He's being so loud with his puzzle. Oh my gosh. I'm glad he's having a good time. Cat's just watching him like, what? Oh, perfect. There's two. Okay, I'll get my little pliers out and open them up and just put them on here. But it's really easy to make like crochet earrings, really. With just a pair of jump rings and some kind of little like fish hooks or something. For me, I like these, the ones that open that people use for like, dang it, I keep doing that, for stitch markers. They open and close, and I like these because it's hard to see, but I like these because I forget what they're called exactly. Wait a minute, I have the name of them right here, don't I? It's paper. No, I laid it on the table. Never mind. I had the little label for them. But I got mine from Hobby Lobby, and I like these because they can't fall out of my ears, so I don't have to worry about losing the earrings. As long as the jump ring holds, the earring's not going anywhere. Open the jump ring, put it on here, put this on here. It's so easy. And you can always make, like, if you don't do amigurumi, you can also do like granny square earrings. You can do all kinds of little things. A 1mm hook is about right usually for little earrings. And with granny squares, of course, you can decide how many rounds you want to do. Just want to close it a little more. These are also like magnetic, so they kind of attach to the jump rings even when I don't want them to. All right, come on. Just want to twist it a little bit more. I'm almost done, but it's so easy. There we go. Ta-da! Close it. They're hard to close. There we go. Ta-da! Hey, MJ! There we go. Whoa, stop spinning. There we go. Our little pumpkin earring. So I'm going to see. Is he over? Is he like lopsided? Let's see. No, I just had to pull him a little bit. Now he hangs pretty evenly. Cool. Let's take these out. Other pumpkins. Ow. Can I get them out? Just do this. Okay. Ow. Probably just hit the microphone, but that's okay. Hello. How are you? Let's see. The only thing I worry about is pinching my ear in there. There we go. Yay! Got my little pumpkin. They do really match my shirt well. Good. I did a good job picking the orange for the pumpkin. Good job. Okay. It was hard. Like, it took me like, I think 2 skeins of embroidery, whatever you call it, embroidery floss thread for each pumpkin. So just keep that in mind. You need more than one to make a pumpkin of your same color you want to use. So let's make the other one. And then we'll work on our cardigan for now. I did sew that black pumpkin together and put it over there. And I finished my roses, and the lady came and picked them up. And she was very happy with them, so I'm glad. I ended up making, I think, 7 or 8. But I couldn't decide if 7 or 8 looked better in the vase. So I just gave her 8 and said, you know, it's up to you how many you want to stick in there. Whatever you think looks the best. Kind of think 7 looks better, but I made 8, so why not? Itchy. You just woke from a nap. Good, MJ. You're all rested. I had to like cool down when I got home from work. I was hot. It's like a little humid because it's been rainy. So, all right. Ta-da! Second little pumpkin earring. Yay! All right. If anybody ever wonders what the thing is on the back of my ring, it's a ring sizer. The thing is that I don't trust anybody to size my ring because we used to know like a jeweler, but I don't really know any jewelers anymore. And we want to take it to one like we trust, right? Because I have to leave it there. And because, you know, they can replace jewels and such and the diamonds and stuff. And so I just need to find like a good trusted jeweler. I just haven't yet. I haven't really looked into it that much. I should, but I'm always like, well, my weight fluctuates and stuff, so I don't ever worry about it too much. I just wear the sizer on there. It's not that much too big. In fact, it may be better now. I don't know. Who knows? It's very hot there today. Yeah, it's humid, and I don't even know what the temperature is on the TV right now, but it is like a good humidness outside, I will say. This does have 8 segments. So some pumpkins I make 8 segments, and some I do 6, apparently. It doesn't really matter too much. It kind of just depends on what you like. Like the earrings only have 6, I think, but anyway. Good boy. Have your Kong ball. Did you finish your puzzle? I'm going to take that as a yes. I'm going to get some of that. I'm going to get some of this. I got way too many beverages. All right. But, you know, rather hydrated than not, right? Only one of them is coffee, so it's fine. All right. Cardigan. Let's put these pliers away. What did we do? Put that down there. Put those up there. Okay. That is not plugged in. It's supposed to be. Hasn't charged at all. Plug it back in. Stay. Cord is like, doesn't want to lay that way, but it also wants to lay this way. I don't want you to lay this way. I want you to lay this way. Thank you. There we go. All right, so let's see. I haven't done that much more on. What have I been doing? I guess I sewed the thing. I mean, working, but I sewed the pumpkin together, and I guess I just worked on this, but I didn't work on it much, as you can tell, because it doesn't look like it's grown all that much, does it? We were watching Wednesday the other night, the last episode of the 8 or whatever, and I was working on it, but I was kind of like, I don't know, I didn't work on it as diligently, I guess, because I was watching that. Oh gosh. My husband and I sometimes, I think it's Stephen Colbert, sometimes we'll watch like segments from Stephen Colbert on YouTube on the weekend, and he has like these 20-minute like segments about like a topic or whatever, and I think he had one the other day on, I don't even know what it was on, But somehow he ended up talking about the Salt Lake City housewives, the housewives of Salt Lake City or whatever. And he said something about one of them is married to their step grandfather. And me and my husband were like, how does that work? Like, and I literally said, can someone please explain that to me? Because I was like, I don't understand how, wait, so it's her grandmother's, like, okay, then why in the world are they, apparently it's true because I had to look into it because I was just too curious. So I watched like, I don't know, 10 minutes of an episode, the first episode, and it is indeed true. She did marry her step grandfather. And the only reason she claims she did, I guess, is because her grandmother wanted it. That's what her grandmother wanted. I mean, good for her, I guess, for following her grandmother's wishes. I'm trying to be nice. Anyway, so I did start watching that, but I didn't watch very far into it. I was doing other stuff. I don't even know what I was doing. I was filming, but I don't know what else. I guess I was filming and cleaning and stuff and just paused it and went into another room and never came back to finish it. But I was like, okay, that was interesting. Hello, welcome. Living life within a budget. Welcome. Aren't we all? Just different budgets, right? Oh, man. Reminds me, I gotta get my check cash. I'll do that later. I can just deposit it over the phone. I just need to do it. Arthur, is your peanut butter good? I think it is. He's very diligent about it today. But yeah, I don't know. I started watching that and then I wasn't very interested in it, so I guess I didn't finish it, but I may or may not go back to it. But we'll see. It was just weird. Oh, me. Let's see. What else is going on? We don't have to do anything this weekend, so I'm glad. So we're going to clean Gary's tank out, and Gary may be moving, Gary the snail, to a different room. But that's okay. We really don't see Gary very often anyway, do we? Even when the pumpkins aren't in front of him. But Gary is going to move into the other room, which is a beach theme room, so it works out better anyway, right? Hey, Manuela, how are you? I keep waking up and seeing like Manuela was live like so many hours ago. I'm like, oh man, I'll be up again one night. I swear. But I so enjoyed being there that night. I was up. You've been watching YouTube videos while a psychiatrist reacts. Yes, I have too, Beth. I've been watching some of that too. I told Miss Rivera the other day about that, and so I'm kind of waiting for her to watch it. So and I said, I'm sure you'll text me when you finish it because I don't like once you finish it, you kind of have to like talk to somebody about it, right? But I was like, oh my gosh. So I've been watching those too. I forgot the person that I was watching, but it was like a 4-part thing. I haven't gotten through all of them, but it's been interesting. You need to check that out. Yeah, there are so many, MJ. There's a ton of YouTube videos of different, or at least several. But the one I was watching, I think, was a guy, and it might have been like, I may be totally wrong. It may have been like Psychology in Seattle or something. I don't know why that seems right, but I could be totally wrong. But he was a guy, and I was watching his. But he's got like a super long, like 4-part kind of reaction to it. But I know there's others too that I should probably look at. But it's so crazy. Oh, thank you. Oh, Manuela, I love your corner to corner blankets. They are so beautiful. You guys, you should look at her corner to corner blankets. They are so beautiful. She has a big M&M one, which is really cool. And then I think it's the newer one that you were working on with like that rainbowy kind of yarn. Oh, that yarn is so pretty and it looks so like it has like a sheen to it. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Yeah, the 4-part one is the one you're watching. You think, yeah, it probably is. I think that one is like pretty popular because I think it just got recommended to me. I think I may have, I don't remember if I think I may have looked something up and then, or maybe I watched like one video and then, more got recommended. Rainbow. Yeah, it is beautiful, that yarn. So pretty. I saw it, I think, this morning when I very first woke up. 2 rows. Okay, making sure I'm doing 2 rows. I was like, am I doing 2 rows of color? Okay, yeah, I'm on row 2. Okay. I'll be talking and doing too many. They are. Manuela is so incredibly talented. So incredible. And a sweet baby. And an animal lover. So, of course, we love that. Because we love the animals. So, oh, yeah, I did do my chain. Okay. Thirsty again. Eat something else. I didn't drink a lot of water while I was working today. Water here. I think. Oh, there's my little candy corn. And we'll make the little, this is the candy corn I was talking about the other day. We'll make them soon. You look a little funky. Hold on. Do you need to be fluffed instead? He's been in a box for a year. What is going on here? Is there like a random piece of hair? Okay. I kept seeing something sticking out of my head. You look funny. I'm trying to squish you back right. Your eyes looked wobbly. Here we go. But anyway, little amigurumi. We're gonna make those soon. You don't have to put eyes on them, but you can. I've even used them to like decorate things with. I'm really curious how big they would be with the embroidery floss, like these little pumpkin earrings. But at the same time, I don't know if I really want to do that because that seems kind of tiny. It would be really cute though. Oh, what if I could just make 2, just make a pair of earrings? Maybe I could convince myself to try it. I mean, I have all the colors to try it, so I could. I think it's just the idea of like changing colors and everything in such a tiny format that I'm like, I don't know. You won another giveaway last night. That makes the 7th. Oh my goodness. You do need to get a lottery ticket, Beth. You sure do. Oh my goodness. Just don't go out in a thunderstorm, okay? Just don't do that. But otherwise, go get you a lottery ticket, girl. My goodness. You're so right. I'm always like, I should go get a lottery ticket because I don't know my exact reasoning. I just feel like I used to never win anything, but lately, like I said, I've won several memberships, so I'm like, I can't complain. Where is my dog? He's making a funny sound. Oh, he's smelling. Are you just sniffing, honey? Okay, just checking on you. He was just sniffing really aggressively. You won't. Right? I know. That's how I feel. I used to feel that way. And then at some point, I got kind of lucky because, like, I had literally never won anything for anything. And then, I mean, I won things, but like competitions or things, but I've never won like giveaways or things, right? And then, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago or something, there was this giveaway on Instagram, but it was a very, very small giveaway. And it was probably like 10 people involved in it, and I won that, or I won one of the prizes anyway. And I was like, oh, like cool. And I actually still use some of the stuff that I won. It was like a makeup giveaway, but the only thing I still use is like eyeshadow palette, because that's fine to still use now. But anyway, actually I used some of the orange today. But anyway, so I won that. And then ever since then, I've kind of like won just a few little things. And I was like, that's so cool. I never, ever, ever used to win things. So it's nice to win things, especially when you have it. Oh, you want a cardigan giveaway. Oh my gosh, Manuela. You're like, I don't have enough cardigans, right? Oh, me. That's going to be me, though, because I love making it for these cardigans because I love making them. They're just so, like, mindless once you get started. And so I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have so many because I want one for every season and every holiday. Whew, Kitty, you scared me. You scared me. Oh, you're, listen, little one, can we not play with that? I know we want to play with the blind thing that dangles and controls the blinds, but I would prefer if we did not. What if we tuck it right there and then we can't get to it? I want me to open the window? Would you like me to crack the window for you? Not crack it, but the blinds. Would you like to peek out the box? There you go. All right, he's happy now. He can see out the window. I closed it because when I open it, it's like really bright. But I opened a couple blinds and now he's peeking out. He loves looking out the windows. Did I put 2 chains in there? Excuse you. Don't play with it. Thank you. I'll play with you in a few minutes if you would like. I'll go get your little toy. Or you can play with your electric toy. Yes. Whoa. Car scared me going down the road. I didn't know what that was. The cat is playing with the blinds cord. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what he's doing. Excuse me. Sorry. I was in his way. Oh. Let's see. I missed a comment about the bingo, Beth. Let's see. You went to bingo with a friend for a week, year and a half and all. You won with a bingo bag with the markers. Oh my gosh. That would definitely be me. Like I don't know, maybe in school won bingo like once or twice, you know. And then there would be certain kids that would win the bingo like every time. It's like how? It's not even like a skill game. You just have to listen to numbers and be lucky, you know? It's like, man, these kids. They would always win. I feel like we played a lot of bingo, I feel like in Spanish class or something, but it would be like bingo with words, you know, not numbers and stuff. You want to go bingo so bad, but you have nobody to go with. Oh, we used to have a beach bingo place that was near Mac's mom's, and I always thought that she would maybe enjoy that just because beach. But also, I would go. I would go if I had a friend. I would go if I lived near you. I'd go with you. You have to tie that way up hair cats. Dogs and children have gotten. Oh, you're right. You know what? You're totally right, because he does like to play with that, and it's a new thing. I do have my other 2 tied up, and they're really, really short, so he can't reach them. But this one I haven't done, because normally the curtains were closed and he didn't know it was there, but now he does know it's there. So you're right. I will tie it up higher. Do I have anything to tie it up now? No. I don't think so. I have these little clips that I use, and I like roll it up and tack it up way up there. But I will, because I usually open the window for him after, so I do not think that I will forget. But I'm gonna like secure it right here, kind of funny looking, so that I'll remember. Hey, what the heck is that about? Oh yeah, okay, there we go. But you're right, Beth, because I've totally heard of that. I knew that about children. Totally did know. Whoa, Arthur running into the tripod. He's rolling on the floor. Get it, boy. Oh, hey, bud. Hey, bud. You want to say hey? Or you want to roly poly on the couch? I just say hey. Okay, you can roly poly on your own. Hi, Elisa. How are you? I am good. I am doing. That's not what you asked, but that is what I answered. I am doing a hexy cardigan today. I finished kind of halfway, sort of, and I'm working on the other side of it. I just need to attach them together after I finish this piece, and then put some little cuffs on them, and I'll be good to go. The other side's pretty much finished. I just probably need to add a little length to the sleeve, but I'll kind of try it on and figure it out. Is he right? I know, we'd be bingo buddies. Doo-doo-doo. Beach bingo buddies. I can't remember. I think the beach bingo place is gone, but I feel like there's another place. There's so many of those, like, what are they? I don't even know what they're called. Those like internet cafes, is that what they are? Which I do not understand. I don't really have any desire to go. The thing is, that's not why I'm saying it. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of them and I don't really understand it, because from what I understand, there was a law passed where they were like outlawed, but I guess they like worked around it somehow and were able to like stay open. There's so like many random of those things for like a small town. I feel like we have 2 in our little small town, and I'm like, okay. But I mean, those places will be popping. I don't understand what it is. I think it's like machines and stuff in there, right? But I don't understand how it works, because normally, like, that kind of gambling is not like legal unless it's the lottery here, which is still kind of new. And then for us anyway, and then like at Indian reservation casino kind of things that, that's allowed. But I don't know. I think we got the lottery like, I don't know how many years ago. Because I always remember when I was little, my dad going to South Carolina and buying lottery tickets. When we would like go on vacation, he would buy a lottery ticket in South Carolina because we didn't have them here. Bingo is really expensive. It's like $40 for the regular. Really? Dang. That is crazy. I had no idea. I never thought about like how much it would be to go play the bingo. I wonder what the prizes are. There better be some good prizes and like some decent odds, right? I better have some decent odds and some decent prices. Here we go. You once saw a cat in a flat building and the woman in the window. The cat was doing it, died. He grabbed the whole tail. That is so awful. Thankfully, I don't actually crack the window open. I just open the blinds so the cat can see out or open the curtains. That is so terrifying. Oh my gosh. That poor kitty. I know we had a little crack under our house and I was always terrified when he was outside that he would find it and somehow sneak under the house, and then unless he came when we called him, how are you going to get him out? Because under our house is so like small, you have to like belly crawl, and how would you carry the cat out when you're belly crawling, right? Hello, Tamara. You're crocheting too. What are you working on? I would love to know. I am making a hexie cardigan right now. So let's see if I fold it up, we can kind of see it. It would fit a small children right now. Half of it. Here we go. It's for Halloween, of course. I don't know if I'm going to make the Christmas one this year because I feel like if I do, I'm not going to have time to make gifts and do things, you know? So I feel like I can always wait and make that next year. And I don't have to make it around Christmas. I can make it in the summertime. It'd be fine, you know? We can make it in July. Just call it Christmas in July. Yeah, that'd be fine. But I will make it eventually a green and red one. A greeny square. See, I am basically doing the same thing pretty much, except mine is, instead of 4 little sides to start with, mine has 6. And then little clusters, and then I just go around and do the same exact thing. Did I only put 1 stitch? Yeah, okay. I had to make sure I didn't chain 2 instead of 1. Some people chain like 2 in between, some people chain 3, 1, whatever. I chain 1 in between and 3 in the corners is how I do mine. But everybody does it differently, and I feel like depending on how your tension and how big your stitches are, it probably is good to do it different ways. You know? A small child cardigan. Did I miss the comment? Oh no, I didn't. I know, that would have made me so sad. I couldn't stand that. I cannot stand to lose an animal, even if it's not my own. And if I see one like in the street or something, I will go move it. I will not leave it in the street. If at all possible and I'm able, I will go pick up said animal and move it to a nice resting place. And I usually take some little sticks and leave it around it and leave a little cross, and but I try to like take care of it. I don't want it to get hit again. I know it's not with us anymore, but it deserves to go rest somewhere peaceful, right? So I always do that when I can. And I always save the turtles. If you see a turtle crossing the street, I gotta save it. Always. My dad always did that with me growing up. We would always save the turtles and we'd always get it and we'd put it in a little bucket and we'd bring it down to the creek. We wouldn't put it in the water necessarily because they aren't all like water swimming turtles, but we would put it down at the edge of the creek and let it decide, wants to go in the water or not. Oh, I'm sure, Manuela. I'm sure. I'm sorry you had to witness that. Jeez. I'm sure that was very traumatic. No, it would have been for me. I love animals so much. And I just know, and I have a special place in my heart for cats too, and dogs, but really, especially for cats, because I've heard so many awful, cruel stories about people and how mean they can be to cats. Like, I went on a date with this boy one time, and he made me so mad, you guys. He said, keep in mind, I live in the country, and these guys, they have these big pickup trucks, and they're like their pride and joy, okay? And so they will do everything to protect their truck, I guess. And he was mad that a cat had been on top of his truck. And I mean on top, like on the very top, where keep in mind, nobody can see because the truck is really tall. And he was mad about that. And he said, I want to feed the cats antifreeze. Excuse me? Needless to say, I never went out with that boy again. Not okay. You don't do that. You don't hurt animals. I've heard a lot worse, but I'm just, you don't do that. And people just, ugh. They treat them like they're nothing, and it makes me so mad. Because I know I love them so much. So, hello, everyone. Welcome. Hello, Marketplace Boutique. I think I remember you being here maybe once before. Yes, you have to save the turtles. Hello, Crystal. Aw, you've been listening in the background. Maybe. Oh, Tamara, I feel like I'm still a beginner too, honestly. I think we were talking the other day, I've only been crocheting for like 2 and 2/3 years, a little over 2.5 years. And I feel like I'm still a beginner compared to so many of these people, especially like so many people have been crocheting for so long and can do so many incredible things that I just don't even can't even grasp. Like Manuela, for example. I have no idea how long Manuela has been crocheting, but I'm gonna guess a while because she is just amazing and just seems like she can do anything. Absolutely seems like she can do anything. But I love it. It's very fun. And I hope I can do it for a really, 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 really long time. Just got to take care of my hands. I don't even want to speak about it, but I did have a little wrist thing yesterday. So I stopped and didn't. That's why I didn't get far on this, because I stopped crocheting because I had like a pull in my wrist or whatever. And so I stopped and I didn't crochet for the rest of the day. And really not much last night either. So so, excuse me. That's why I didn't get far. I had forgotten about that. Over 40 years now. See? I knew it. I knew it. There's so much to learn. You want to take it slowly and enjoy it. That's right. That's right. Oh, thank you, Crystal. I'm from North Carolina in the United States. So right in the middle of the East Coast. Pretty much right in the middle. How much further? This one. Okay. Then we'll switch to black in a minute. I forget what time I even started. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. I'll just stay on until I want to get off in a little while. I do need to. I think I have a few dishes I need to wash when I get done. I know, MJ. I do too. Your aunt is amazing. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool that you have somebody nearby that can help. I so wish I did. It's hard. It's hard, but video is very helpful to learn. Because I always say books were not helpful for me. Pictures were not very helpful for me. They might be more so now that I kind of have like some idea, but at first, could not process what what they were saying. I did not understand where I was supposed to put my hook and how to make a second row especially was like, what? And then anything beyond that, I'm sure would have even been more confusing. Let's see. Aw, hey, Granny D, thank you. Thank you. I am married. Been married for a little over a year, but I've been with my husband for 10 years. It's quite a while. You're the girl who crocheted the merch. Oh yeah, you're buying her super favorite in the neon stripe. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I remember. I think my Walmart carries that one too. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Yep. I wish they carried retro stripe because it's one of my favorites. But oh well, they don't. I should get some more. I have some, but I don't have a whole skein of it. I have like a half skein. But thankfully they have a lot of like basic colors at my Walmart, so that's good. So like if I need like this orange and stuff they had, which was nice. And black and white. And they have a couple colors of like Bernat blanket yarn. Which I need some more white to make big ghosties. Cause I have those safety eyes that I bought from Making Meowgic that are Halloween. Bought them like months ago. And they're orange and black and white glitter. And so I need to use those. So we need to make a big ghost. And potentially a big pumpkin with eyes too. I don't know. Because I think I got more than one pair of Halloween safety eyes, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you didn't say anything else. You're like, I'm crocheting a beanie. Wait, hold on, I missed part of it. And she said, "That's a beautiful skein. What are you making?" I was like, "I'm making a beanie." And then you're like, "Bye." Oh, that's me too, though. I'm the same way. I don't know. If I don't know somebody, I'm just like, "Hi." I'm very quiet. I don't know. Or I don't know. I'm that way. And I'm that way with like my husband's family too. I feel like I'm very, very quiet. But it's because I'm very anxious because I want them to like me, you know? It's not that they don't like me or anything. It's just I always want them to like me. And so I'm always very anxious, I guess. I don't know. Um, and I don't know, man. Mm-mm-mm. It's not that bad, but like I'm always anxious at first. I guess what it is I'm usually anxious before I get there. And then once I'm there, I'm usually pretty good. But then I don't know, it's like the idea of it is like anxiety inducing. My name is Amy. Let's see. Yeah, I'm the same way, MJ. I totally get it. I just because I met this girl one time at this store and I was like, "Do you have an Instagram?" And she was like, "No." And I was like, okay. Like I didn't ask any further questions. Like we had a full conversation about like shopping for yarn and her boyfriend and this and how he was there and I was like, yeah, mine too, and da da da, and you know all this stuff. And then I don't know. I was like, well, do you have like an Instagram or anything? And she was like, well, no, actually, I don't. I don't do Instagram, and you know whatever. And then I was just like, okay. And I was like, dang it, why didn't you ask her any? You could have asked her for like her email or something, you dummy. Because she's the only other like person that I've ever talked to in a craft store. So I was like, darn it, why didn't you do it? Because I think she like lived nearby. Oh, man, missed opportunity. Hi, Abigail, how are you? No Instagram. Goodbye. I was like, well, I don't know how to talk to you then. Goodbye. Because I didn't want to ask her for like her phone number, you know, but like I don't know. I was trying to like find out a way to like see what she was gonna make, you know, like see her project when she was done and like see how it went because she was gonna make a stitch and from Lilo and Stitch. And so I wanted, you know, I was trying to help her and like I helped her pick that yarn and everything. And I was like, dang it. Oh well. I hope you're doing okay, Abigail. I've been thinking about you. I thought about you earlier. I hope you were doing well. You're doing good, a lot better than last week. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. Put flyers in town in search of crochet friends. With the little MJ with the little things at the end, like they put around the colleges where you take the little numbers. Take an email. Take it. Everybody, grab an email and go. I never saw those until I got to college, and I was like, "What the heck is that?" I was like, "Oh, you take one." The pull tab. Yeah, there you go. The little pull tabs. You just take one. That's exactly what we need. One of these days, I swear. One day I'm gonna like go to an actual coffee shop. There is one. It's like 45 minutes. There is one in town if it's still there. I'm not sure if it's still open, to be honest. It's such a small town. I'm like, it's probably closed because nobody probably went and nobody knows it's over there. I didn't even know. But there's one little coffee shop in town, and then I know there's one 45 minutes away that's like an artsy kind of coffee shop that I would like to go to one day. They have like a loft upstairs for like actual painting artists and stuff, which is cool. Um, but I think that would be a good one to go to and just like sit and crochet and see what happens, see who comes over, you know. Anybody else that crochets? But you never know. All right, what do I need? Scissors. 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 All right, I had them earlier and I probably left them at the table, maybe. I should have more than one pair. Oh, no, right here. Ugh, I got them. Okay, let me move this one up. The pull tab. Your blood results came back. Oh, okay. I understand, Abigail. Okay. Let's see. It's a great conversation starter, right? Oh, I did not know that was there. Let me throw that in my little cart. I did put all those links in the last live stream, by the way. I put the pumpkin, the football, and something else. I put at least 3 different, I think, tutorial links in the description. So if you were looking for any of those, then that is where you will find them. Pets World! I didn't. I'm sorry. Let me go back. Let me go back and see if I see it. Let me go back and see if I can find it. Looking for Pets World. I'm looking for. I didn't see it. No. Why don't I see your first comments? I don't know. Let me make sure I got it on. I know it's on top messages. Let me put it on all. Okay. Well, that's a little better, but I still didn't see it. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. Oh, thank you, Abigail. Thank you. They're my spoopy nails. They glow in the dark too. The white parts do. All right. Scissors. I was like, what am I doing? Scissors. Weaving in this and then moving on to the black. I think I cut that twice in 2 different spots. Oh, it's only 74 outside, but it is quite humid. It's gonna be 84 on Sunday. It's getting toasty. Crap. Needles over there. I don't want to go get it. I think I have another one. Hopefully. It's literally right over there. It's just kind of weird to like constantly get up in front of the camera, I guess. Okay, there's a container under my foot and I didn't know it. All right, needle, 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 needle. Ow. Sit on the pillow. You're making a diamond art birthday card for your 2 friends who are twins, and it's their 17th birthday. Ooh, that sounds cool. There's so many diamond art things you can make. It's so cool. Did you read the Halloween nails at your store? You haven't done that yet. That's where I got these. The Wally Mart. Today is their birthday, but you've made so many gifts you haven't sent the package yet. Oh, I understand. It happens, Pets World. But you know, it's worth the wait sometimes, right? It's worth it. Let's see. Ah, pumpkin. Stay over there. All right. I want this one. If I can get to it. I love the news lady's hair. It's so long. It's like 3 feet long braids. They're beautiful. Hello, Winter Nightmare Crochet. Welcome. I am working on my little hexy, excuse me, hexy cardigan for Halloween here. See my iPad over there lighting up. I was like, what is that? pull this. I'm trying to weave this string down to the other one, and then I'll get them both in the needle and weave them together. What I usually do though is get it down here, and then I'll tie them in a little knot, and then I'll weave them in, so that even if it comes undone where I weaved it, the knot is still there. But you don't really see the knot because I did weave the end in. You can feel it sort of, that it's thicker right there, but it just makes me feel better about washing the cardigan. Bye, Abigail. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Let's see, your daughter just turned 17 on September 3rd. She's growing up too fast. 17. Also, that makes me think of Stevie Nicks. Always liked that song. I feel like I got into it when I was about 19, though. I think I was about 2 years behind the song. No, or maybe I was 17. I don't know. I remember really liking the song when I was like 19, though. I was like, dang it. Not quite 17. Oh. Yeah. Hello. Welcome, Lainey girl. Hello. Welcome. Let's see. Tight. That's tight enough. Now I need to cut these the same length so I can get them both in the needle easily. Otherwise I'll have trouble. One of my bats came off my porch the other day, my decorations, but I found it. It was like, I don't know, a couple feet away in the yard, and I reattached it, so I think it's fine. Apparently I didn't do as good of a job on that one. Amy needs to get a child. Oh Lord, not you too, Pet Squirrel. Not you too. I'm just waiting for everybody when we go to Christmas to be like, when we having the children. I'm like, oh God, please. When are you gonna help us pay? Excuse me. When are you gonna help us pay for the children? It's gonna be my response. Children are expensive. Oh me. We'll see about that. What do you recommend for a first easy project? For like easy project. Other than things that are like dishcloths, like basic squares and scarves. Let's see. Also, everybody feel free to start throwing in suggestions. You can make things like beanies, because you can make those with like a rectangle and sew those together and make like a hat. You can. I have made little bags before. Is like one of the first things I made. Was I made 2 little squares and I sewed them together and made a little handle and made a little bag. Stuff like that is pretty easy. If you're interested in like amigurumi and stuff like that, you can make like circles or small balls are really easy to make. Like a good starter project if you're learning how to make things like that, or like a snowman or a ghost, things like that are pretty easy. That's actually easier. It doesn't even have decreases. Which I'll have the ghost pattern maybe next week. If I can get some white blanket yarn, maybe we'll work on ghosts in a week or so. I don't know if I want to do it yet, but we will soon, because I want to use those safety eyes. So yeah, we will. And I'm just gonna look around for some like spider webby kind of patterns to see what I can find and what I want to try to make. I don't know yet if I want to make like a garland spider web or what I want to try to make. Is it Pets World? It might be like jingling a little bit. Wonder where I can put it. I feel like I could put it somewhere, and as long as it's not too far away, it would probably be fine. Or I could unplug it. Ugh. Is it better or not now that I'm holding it? First project was an uneven line. Aw. Bye, Beth. I'm sorry I missed you. Bye. Let's see. Yeah, Woodwell's kids are always great. Had a meeting yesterday about homeschool. It's the second one you're doing in 9th grade. Oh my gosh, you need to work like 20s. Oh my gosh, Pets World, they're putting you to work, aren't they? They're putting you to work. See you later. Thank you, Tamira. I hope I see you again. Thank you for coming. Good luck with your project. Let's see. I think I could probably put it over here, to be honest, if that is the problem. If the tapping is the problem. All right. There we go. We're going to leave it over there. I think you probably still hear me just fine. If it's working as it should be. First crochet project was a kid was making really long starting change. Didn't know how to make rows. Same. Oh my gosh, you did it until the whole skein was done. Oh, I've never done that. Oh my gosh. I've made a lot of chains, but I think I usually I don't know how long I ever made one. I know I would undo them a lot and then kind of just roll them back up. That's crazy. Because I would just do it to pass time or just to do it, make chains. Because like you said, I didn't know how to make a second row for so incredibly long. As a jumbo skater bread. Oh my gosh, MJ, that must have been oh my god, what was it taking you a minute? Oh, that's right, you did work at a pet store, didn't you? Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate you for subscribing and everything. Thank you. I think you were 7 or 8. You wanted to crochet like your mom didn't know how to make anything else, right? You want to work there again. Telling the boss and the other employees. Oh no. Yeah, it's hard. It can be really hard. Work is sort of in a way can be depending on who you work with, like school, right? It has its own set of complications and issues that come with it. But hopefully you can find somewhere you like to work pretty well and that you're comfortable working at, right? At least. And all that good stuff. Never good to be uncomfortable in your workplace. Oh, Kelly Clarkson is singing, girl. You better stop. I better turn that down. Kelly Clarkson show is on the TV in the background. I'm like, stop. Stop singing so loud. We're gonna put. I know. If it wasn't so difficult to, I don't know about vet techs and stuff. To be honest, I have no clue. But I know being a veterinarian is very difficult. So I never even considered being a vet, even though I love animals. Um, and I guess I just never really understood what I don't know the other positions in a vet's office to know. But I'd even be the receptionist. I'd be down to do that. But I feel like our receptionist knows so much that I'm she must have some kind of schooling about animals as well because she's not just an ordinary receptionist. That or she's picked up a lot, you know what I mean? But I feel like she's got knowledge. Knowledge about the pets. Hi, how are you doing, Jackie? You left 2 of the employees. They were so nice. I wanted to know my favorite. She got fired. Oh no. I don't know. It's hard, especially when if that's your only person you really like. You're like, oh man. All right, there we go. Get the black out here. I'm gonna get some to drink first. Weave that in. Aw. I mean, that's true. That's true, MJ. I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. As long as they do it respectfully, and they love animals, then they can do those things. That's exactly right. I like our vet's office though. They're really nice. And the one we used to go to was okay, but they did leave my dog one time overnight, and I don't really appreciate that they left him overnight without telling me they were going to leave him overnight while he was in pain. And it was one of his last nights. I would have rather had him home with me. Um, but they didn't tell me. So we didn't go back there, and we went to this new office, and I really, really like them. They're so nice, and they're the ones who Arthur had his little neutering with and everything, and I really think they're very good. They have their office in one of those big old houses in downtown, and it's really cool. They're like fireplaces in like every room. Not active fireplaces, but you know what used to be a fireplace in every room. Aw, he's a sweet man. Yeah, yeah, but not every pet's is like that, of course. Yeah. Someone to work with. That customer asked her where the bathroom is. She didn't know. Oh no! Oh my god! That's horrible! Oh god! Oh no! Why would you do that? That's so mean. Oh no! I know that's so mean. Sometimes people, you know, you gotta go right. You gotta tell the poor people where to go. All right, come on. Let me just keep sliding off the pillow. Here we go. But oh my goodness. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Ah, what else are we gonna do? Still haven't decided. That's right. I still need to look for a good pattern for the spider webs. Yeah. I just have no idea what I want to make. I guess I'm just gonna look up spider web crochet and see what comes up and see what we can do. Hi, Sonia. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Coming in at a weird part on the chat. My thumb feels. I feel like I like press. You know how like when you squeeze something really hard and your like the pad of your finger is sore. This one feels sore, but I don't know why. Usually it's like the one I use with my crochet hook, not my thumb that I pinch my project with. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a break in a few minutes. I'll only crochet for maybe 10 or 15 more minutes and then we'll go so I can give it a break. But I don't know why it does. It's feeling like that. But if you have any actual pain, stop. This just feels like a bruised area. It doesn't feel like pain, really. I don't know how to explain it. Thank you. It's actually, I know it looks like a blanket, but it is actually a hexy cardigan. But I totally understand you can mistake it for any of those things because it is basically the same pattern. And especially the way it's all crumpled up, how would you know, right? Hello, Jason. How are you? If it down all the. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That's terrible. That is terrible, Pets World. Bless all the little creatures. Man, yeah, some places just aren't the best, unfortunately. But thankfully, there are really good places. I wish there were more. Eh, definitely wish there were more, but always, you know, read reviews, look into places before you take your pets because there are those places that are not, you know, the greatest or not the cleanest or whatever, you know. So always look into it and just and that's not necessarily always a true indication, but sometimes you know you may see like a review that kind of makes you question, you know, it or something. Could just be a disgruntled person, but it could be, you know, something to it as well. Let's see. I am in North Carolina, actually. For sure, not everyone has the best intention. I know. So yeah, I want to work to help the animals. Yeah, I know what you mean. I get what you're saying, Pets World. I get what you mean. You kind of not really all for the probably idea of. I'm assuming anyway that you're not really for the idea of like the whole selling of the animals, mass selling of animals to people, and you can how easy it is to just come in and pick up an animal whether you're prepared for it or not. As opposed to like adopting animals and things like that. I understand. I think that's probably part of what you're getting at. Yeah, talking about the pet store, not the veterinarian. Oh gosh, the pet store did that. Oh, that's so sad. I didn't even think about pet stores doing things like that. I've never even been to a pet store. I don't, wait, I take that back. I have, it was just I was so young, I don't remember. Because I remember my parents telling me that there was a mall, like a decent little ways away that we used to go to when I was a child that flooded that had a pet store and how they like saved the animals. And my parents were like, "Oh, you love like going by and seeing the animals in the window." And I have no memory of it, but apparently there was. But I've never actually been. Well, I guess is PetSmart a pet store? Do you consider that a pet store? Because if you do, then I have. But other than that, I haven't been in like a traditional like only sells like pets and their little. So, well, that is a pet store. You know what I mean? I've never been in like a small pet store. I guess is what I'm getting at. That only sells like pets. Hi, Shoto. But PetSmart does sell like fish and little what snails and crabs and things, right? But then the cats and stuff they have are more for adoption, I believe. Like going to PetSmart. Yeah, I know. Arthur has been. Is it PetSmart that you went to, buddy? Yeah, it's PetSmart, not Petco. Yeah, Arthur's been. He likes it pretty good. He likes to smell all the things and see all the people and get all the pets. You know, he likes it. Yeah, because everybody thinks he's so cute. You know, everybody wants to see little Arthur. You got to know when you bring Arthur somewhere, you're going to get approached by the people, okay? Because they're going to want to see and touch the cute little dog. And sometimes I forget that, like when we're at the park or whatever, and like, I'm like, why are these? Oh, it's the dog. It's the dog. That's why they're coming over. They love it. It's cute. You just sometimes forget. Hey, Noni May, how are you? Let's see, I'm trying to catch up here. Are you late? Oh, you're busy. Oh, you're fine, Shoto. Don't worry. You're busy. No worries. No worries. Everybody's busy, man. I don't make it to so many things because I'm doing other things or don't see a notification or whatever. But I try to pop in when I can. Might be a video soon. Get a new pet. Ooh, that'll be interesting, Pets World. I'll be looking for it. Oh, she prances around in public. Oh, Arthur does a little prance as well, but it's different. You do like a butt wiggle. It's like a I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very cute when you get really excited. And that pit bull that the neighbor has that I met the other day that I'm just in love with, little pepperoni, little big pepperoni, just the biggest butt wag you've ever seen. Just this little body just curling up into a C shape. Oh my, it's just, it's the most friendly little dog. Oh my gosh, not little but friendly dog. She's so sweet. She was out there again today, and she doesn't bother me either when I like walk by the house. And like she doesn't. She's met me once, and she doesn't bother me. She just stays right there with her mama. She's so good. You're getting another fur baby. Ooh, what kind of fur baby? What kind of fur baby? Oh, I'm so excited. I love a new fur baby. I want to see. I'm sure you will show. You have some beautiful fur babies. Noni May does have some beautiful fur babies. Her puppy dogs are beautiful. Can't remember all their names right now, but I know she's got a brownie. And I can picture that larger black and brown dog. I can't remember if that is Brownie, but that one is so beautiful. She's got, I think, several. A Chihuahua! Arthur, she's getting one of you. Well, at least part of you. Oh, they're so sweet. I love a little Chihuahua. Arthur is my second little Chihuahua, but he probably has some other things mixed in him, but he's still Chihuahua. But yeah, aw, they're the sweetest. This will be number 4. So I was thinking, I was like, she's either got 3 or 5. I'm not sure why it's those 2 numbers, but those are the ones in my head. It's either 3 or 5. This will be 4. Oh, you would have 400 if you, I know, me too. I think if I got another one, Arthur would be just like, really, Mom? Because we just got the cat and he's, he does good with the cat, but I think he would be like, are you serious? Like, Mom, I'm getting old, and why would you dare get all these people? But he grew up with another dog, so I think he actually kind of likes to have a little friend around. And him and the cat will play sometimes, and it's real cute. They'll chase each other around. But I don't know. I know my husband would love another dog one day. I don't know when, but one day. Because he is the biggest dog lover in the world. His dog Eddie that he had for 13 years, that was his baby. I was always like, Lord, don't let anything happen to that dog because it's going to break my husband's heart. And it did, of course. But, Lord, he was the sweetest and the most beautiful dog, too. Eddie. That's why I didn't name you Teddy, because I almost named Arthur Teddy, but I did not, because my husband had a dog named Eddie, and that was too close. I was like, that's too confusing, so instead he got Arthur. So that's good. It worked out good. You don't want to go. Your sister's making you go to Ed Sheeran. Hey, look, I know. Petsworld's like, give me the concert. We'll take it, right? But if you don't want to go, I totally understand, right? Oh, you have to fly first. Oh no. I understand that's not fun. Oh, we have been looking for a long time. He's 4 years old, but he had to be removed because his owners both work all day and they feel bad leaving him. Oh, well, that's still pretty young though, you know? For my little boy over here, he's 9, but he acts like he's about 2 or 3. He's so young at heart. But yeah, 4 is still pretty young, right? So they're still going to be a little spunky. That's going to be so fun. Oh, but yeah, I totally understand not being home all the time. If I worked a full-time job, I would feel really bad. And I kind of don't want to start working a full-time because I feel like, and I hate to say unless Arthur wasn't here, but you know what I mean. Because I feel like Arthur's going to be like, where are you? Because he is so used to me being here a couple days a week. And he's just like, he'd be like, where's my mama? Where's my baby? I would feel so bad. I understand. It would be so hard, but I understand, why they would give it up. Eddie, I did say Eddie. That was his name. That was Mac's dog. Removed, not rehomed. Oh, they were removed. Oh. Might be getting a fish soon. You're going to name it Eddie. Aww. Hi, Tank. Putting groceries up but listening. Cool, I got you. Do the same thing. Always going to another concert next year for a different band. Ooh. Going to a bunch of concerts. Cool. Hi, Wilfred from Ireland. Ooh, cool. I love Irish accents, and so does my husband. He absolutely loves them. You had 3 little boys, and your son's name's Eddie. Oh, man, that's funny. Yeah, I think my husband's was actually Eddie after a wrestler, Eddie Guerrero, I believe was right. I think that's who he named his dog after, if I'm remembering right. But oh, it's so funny. I swear, man, these men folk. Mm-mm-mm. I always get to complain about my man patient to his wife because she's always like, I know, like he does not pick up the garbage around this place, does he? No, just it's just being a man sometimes. Give him all the tools and all the rules. Will they use them? No. She said last night. She said the dog grabbed the spaghetti and knocked it onto the floor, the dry spaghetti, and knocked it onto the floor, and then the dog took off because it was like scared, and her husband just said. She said, what was that? And he said, oh, it was just the spaghetti. And I said, yeah, he just said, oh, it's just the spaghetti because he knew he wasn't going to be the one to clean it up. I was like, nope, he ain't cleaning it up. He knew. He already knew. He already knew. Is it Pet Fraud? I didn't know that. I did not know that. I probably should know that because that was our wedding song. Was a Ed Sheeran song. Because it's our song, I guess. But I should probably know his actual name. Tell my boys if we get 3 girl dogs, are you gonna name your sisters? Oh, me. Hey, fair is fair. You gotta Gotta even it up. I know I'm the only. I've got what we consider to be a male snail, a male cat, and a male dog, and of course a male husband. And I'm just the only feminine energy around. And I'm like, help! I need a female animal or something. Just, just something, just somebody. Because I'm always like, come on, girls and boys, and I'm like, oh yeah, no girls, just boys. Just boys, just boys. I love them all to death, but it's just, I just would like a little lady too. I've always wanted a little girl dog to put a little pink collar on, but I've never had a female dog. My parents did, my little sister dog, and I liked giving her little pink things, but I've never had my own little pink dog. I've only had little boys. You should max out a female. Get a woman snail so you can get baby snails. Well, I guess we don't really know what gender the snail is. You know, I'm just assuming because we gave him a male name, but now I'm like, I should have given him a female name where I could at least pretend that I had another woman around. Dog we are getting today. His name is Cheddar. He's a blonde chihuahua. Oh, that is perfect, isn't it? Oh, that's like mine. I had a little blonde chihuahua named Spanky. He was very similar to like a little Taco Bell chihuahua. He was sweet. He was the sweetest little boy. Everybody loved little Spanky. But everybody loves little Arthur too. I don't know how many snails they would create if I did that. I know mystery snails can make a ton of babies. I just don't know about the kind of snail I have. And for some reason today, I'm having a hard time remembering what kind of snail he is. I'm going to have to look it back up because I can't remember. I just keep thinking mystery snail, and that's not it. That's the one I did not get. Mine has a totally different shell. So I'm like, I don't know. Get Arthur a pink collar. His daddy says no. I would totally get him a pink collar because he would look gorgeous in one. His beautiful brown fur. Woo, can you imagine? But his little Reese's cup colors. But um, his father claims that it is not allowed. However, I totally could. I did have the dog. Not before I met Mac, but he lived at my house. He was my dog. I totally could, but I'll be nice and respect Arthur's little manhood, and I won't put a pink collar on him. I guess if I saw one I really liked, it'd be hard to resist. But I need to get him. I want to get him a new one. Um, he doesn't wear his all that often inside, but I still want to get him a new one. Where is your other one? I don't know, your little bow tie. I don't know if I've still not shown you guys him and his little bow ties or not. They're so cute. Him and his little old man bow tie is the sweetest. He has a little collection of bow ties. Everything to take. Thousands of baby snails. See, exactly. The only reason I know they can multiply is because my dad, who works with like aquatic plants and stuff, before he retired, like he said that there was a community of people that had put some, I think they were mystery snails, into one of the lakes because they like to eat them. And they were thinking, like, farm, grow, eat snails. Not really the greatest idea because they multiply. And so now there's just like a huge cluster of snails right there. And they're big snails. They're like as big as your fist, he said. I was like, oh my gosh, like the shells. I was like, ooh. So you probably don't want to go swimming right there, right? No, thanks. I wouldn't want to. I am making a hexie cardigan, so sort of a sweater. Let's see, when you take this and you fold it up like this, it's not big enough yet, but this is kind of half of the sweater. I just need to make it quite a bit bigger and probably extend the sleeves a bit. I have the other half over here, which is pretty much done, except I need to probably again make a sleeve a couple rounds longer, but other than that, I think it's done. Let's see. I ran through homework. Oh no. I'm sorry, Shoto. I'm sorry you have a lot of homework. Hopefully it won't take you too long to do. I know that sucks. I hated homework so much. There was certain homework that I'd like come home and immediately do, and then there was other homework that I was like, I don't want to do this, and I would like put it off. But it was always better when I just got it done, you know. But God, didn't even buy the snail tank. It was so dirty. Your Bob didn't clean it for him. My snail doesn't clean a lot. We thought he would clean more. He really doesn't do that much. You're making one of those right now. Cool. I love them. This is like my third one, I think. My favorite one though is my rainbow one that I made, and I want to make another rainbow one because that one's really really big and oversized, which I wanted it to be, but I want to make one a little more fitted too. So. Why is the first week? Yeah, see, I don't understand that. I feel like they should kind of ease you into it, right? Not throw you all that homework to start with. Come on, I've been relaxing all summer. Don't throw this at me right now. I get that. It's always hard to like get back into it. I feel like I always forgot so much over the summer. It was always so hard to like, get back into things. Yes, Pets World. I do too. That's what I was thinking. I think Miss Rivera has some Pets World because I was watching her video the other day, and her like last video, and they look like little catfish, and they were constantly doing the little, you know, and I feel like they would clean a lot more than little Gary does. Bless his heart, like he'd rather eat the food than the dirt on the tank anyway, and he just, I don't know. He's cute though. But I think we're gonna move his little tank, and then that means I can move the couch finally and rearrange the furniture a little bit in here. So that'll be interesting. It might look slightly different when we come back. I don't know. But hopefully that'll be easy to do. I'm gonna try to do it without my husband, but we'll see. Move the couch, but I may need his strength. I don't know if it'll slide well on the floor. I need those little slider things, but I don't have any. Or I have some, but they're like tiny. They're not big enough. They are a breed of catfish. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. You've had those too before. They're so ugly. Your brother has them. Awesome. Yeah, see? That's kind of what they are. Hi, Laney girl. Welcome back. We are still here. I think I'm going to, let me see how much more do I have of the black. We'll get close to finishing this round at least before we go. It'll take a little bit. See, what time is it? 2:30? Yeah, we'll stay on for a little bit longer. Not too much. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you. I'm excited. I just really want to have it done. Like, I really would like to have it done, like, optimally a little before Halloween, right? So I can actually wear it for a little while. Because if I finish it like right on Halloween, then I can't wear it this year much. So hopefully I can finish it sooner rather than later. Maybe this weekend I can at least get this one to match the other one and lengthen the sleeves. And then figure out if I want to do cuffs or what I want to do. But I'm excited about it. Bye, Shoto. Thank you for coming. You don't get any more fish you recommend. Oh, Pets World. I think that sounds familiar. I wonder if that's the ones I was looking at. I have to remember that because there were some that I was looking at, and that sounds kind of interesting. I don't know if we are anytime really soon, but probably because I feel like it's kind of a waste to just keep having this huge tank and like cleaning it all the time for this one little snail. So I feel like it would be good to get some fish, but I don't know. I'll have to let Mac decide since the fishy was his. You're crocheting a beanie. Cool. That is always a good thing to make. I've made a couple of those. Probably should make some more, to be honest. They're fun to make because they're kind of, you just repeat and not too difficult. And then just the sewing it up really is the hardest part to me. Just got to make sure when you sew it up, you do it like evenly. Um, keep your stitches pretty even and you should be good. But you just crochet back and forth, and that's always nice. Small clear grayish. Yes, I know what you're talking about, Pets World. I know exactly what you're talking about. I always liked those when I was little. I always loved those when I was a kid. Hi, Kim's Craft Sack Shop. Hi, welcome. I hope that you are doing well. I'm working on my Hexie cardigan for Halloween today. I'm a little over halfway done. I've got the other side pretty much done. This is my second half. And if anybody wants a pattern for this, I haven't mentioned it yet, but I'm not using one. However, I will when I get to the cuffs. I'll probably use some pattern, but I know Passionate Kelsey has a good hexie pattern, and lots of other people as well. But once you get like the first 2 rounds in, it pretty much just repeats, and it's very, very simple. And then you just crochet or sew them together, and then you can make little cuffs, and it's all done. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. What do you watch while you're crocheting? Or do you not watch any? No, I definitely do. I usually watch YouTube, to be honest, more than anything. I watch like random YouTube stuff. But I also sometimes watch like TV shows. I haven't been watching anything too much lately. I did watch that like Catfish Netflix thing recently. I mean, my husband watched the Wednesday. Um, but yeah, I usually do watch something. It just kind of depends. I watch a lot of different random stuff. Sometimes it's like true crime stuff. Sometimes it's like I don't even know crochet stuff. Sometimes it's nail stuff. Sometimes I mean it's all kinds of random stuff I watch. I'm trying to think what else I even watch. My iPad's over there. I'd have to look at it. It's probably full of mostly crochet stuff right now. I followed so many crocheters. You might get a bigger fish. For some reason, they're always out of stock. That is weird. Usually, wherever I see betta fish, they tend to have like a good amount. So that is interesting. Maybe they're just really, really popular. All right. Something to drink, and then we'll finish the last 3 sides for this row. I just need to remember not to cut my yarn because last time I cut it and I was like, whoops, cut it in between the 2 rows and I didn't have to. I've done it, but I didn't need to. Just weaved it in. For me, it's YouTube, a reality show. Yeah, I like a good reality show as well. I was watching, like a while back, I was watching Love After Lockup was what I was watching. But I haven't watched anything. I did, as I mentioned earlier in the beginning, that I did watch a few minutes of Salt Lake City, the Housewives of Salt Lake City, because I had heard about how one of the women is married to their step grandfather. And me and my husband heard that and we're like, wait, what? And so I did watch a few minutes of that. I haven't gone back to it. I might actually try that this afternoon after I finish dishes. I might finish that episode and see how I like it. Because I'm just so curious. It's so weird. But I just didn't get far. I started doing other stuff and I think I paused it and went in the other room. Aw, they are Pets World. They are. It is very sad. I don't understand exactly how do they do it in other countries. I'm curious with the betta fish because they're pretty much always in a little cup. Like when we got ours, it was different because it was a wedding present and it was given to us, so it was already in like a bowl. But I don't know. Weird. I don't know. I mean, I understand they have to be alone, but like putting them in that little tiny cup for such a long period is very sad. Love that one. Love After Lockup. It's a trade right. It is. Love After Lockup is definitely a good one if you like garbage reality television. I also used to watch, and I really need to find like another way to watch because I haven't seen like the last episode. Is I used to watch Mama June Family Crisis or whatever. I used to watch that, and I feel like I watched. It seems like it didn't. Like I watched the last one, but I don't. It didn't seem like the last episode. It just seemed not. I don't know. I feel like I missed the end somehow. So that one's always interesting. It's like Honey. Here comes Honey Boo Boo's mother. It's her. Well, really, it's the whole family, but their show. That one. I used to watch that. And her daughter Pumpkin got a divorce. So sad. The children are so cute. They have this little redheaded kid named Bentley, and he's just adorable. He's got red curly hair, and he's adorable. And so does their other little girl, Ella. Really, all the kids are adorable, but that one especially. I'm a sucker for a little redheaded kid, man. They're adorable. Let's see. Pets World. It's we're talking about reality shows. I don't know. You may not know what they are since you're not from here, and also because I don't know, Honey Boo Boo's probably like your age, so or young or a little bit older than you, not much, but she's in college, so I don't think you know who Honey Boo Boo is. Oh, you were scrolled back in the live. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Eh, I've done that too and been very confused. And then you feel really dumb because you're like, oh, that's why nothing made sense. I've been there. I did that the other day to somebody's live. I can't remember who it was. It was either Miss Angie or Noni or some. I can't remember. Somebody's live. I did that and I was thinking, and I was like, wait, oh, I just accidentally scrolled away. I don't even think I told anybody. I think I just kept it to myself that I had accidentally been listening to the wrong part of the live stream. Let's see. It's good. I'm excited to see what this looks like all finished. I mean, I have an idea, but I'm just excited and excited to wear it and be all spoopy with my little pumpkin earrings. It's very exciting. I need to also remember, well, that's a ways away, but we need to also remember to keep an eye out and remember to get pumpkins before it gets super late because we always carve pumpkins every year. I mean, in October, but one year we forgot to get them and then they didn't have any when we wanted to carve them. So, I mean, we have pumpkins from the garden, but they're not like good carving pumpkins. They're not all perfectly round and such. I need to think about what I want to carve into my pumpkin. I don't really do anything too crazy. My husband tries to pick like crazy designs and then he always gets disappointed when it doesn't work out, bless his heart. But I usually pick like a face or like a cat or I don't know, something. So I'll have to think about what I want to do. I think I did a scary face last year. Mm-hmm. It's always fun to do. All right, we are almost done with this a little bit. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go at like 2:45 so I can go do a couple things. My husband may or may not get off work a little earlier, so I want to do a couple things in the hour or two before he gets here. I need to add a little bit more water in the fridge for him. I put some in there before we started, but still, he is incapable of doing it for himself, so I need to do it for him. I don't mean that in any way. It's just he, he works, and so I want to do it for him. But he also is like, I can't. I don't know what it is. I can't do that. Okay, I'll put the water in the fridge for you, so that you can have cold water always. He does a lot for me too. We do it for each other. That's what it's all about, right? I just like to tease him about being incapable of putting his own water in. He's silly, but I love him. All right. Surprised he hasn't been in here. He must be busy today. It might actually be a little busy. It's getting closer to the week. All right. Well, I think this is all we're going to do. I'm going to, like I said, try to look for patterns this weekend for spider web kind of things, and see if we can figure out something that we want to make. And I'm trying to think. We still have candy corn and ghosts, and I'll get those safety eyes out, and I need to try to figure out if I need to alter that pattern in any way and make it bigger if the eyes are like too big for the one I currently have. I think the eyes are 25 or 30 millimeters. They're beautiful. So do that and get the white yarn. And I also want to make some pumpkins in Parfait Chunky just to see what that turns out like, I think. Well, I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it, because if I go to do the segments, I'm afraid it may break. I'll have to do some testing on that and see. Because you have to pull it really tight to make all those little segments, and I'm afraid doing that with that kind of yarn, it may just snap. Blanket yarn, you can do it. You just have to be a little careful, but I don't know. That may not work, actually. I don't know. We'll see. Didn't think about that before I ordered the yarn for it. Oh well. I mean, I can use it for other stuff. I just added it and made sure I had all the colors for it in case. Oh well. And if anybody finds good spider web patterns that you're interested in, you can always let me know. And we can do it together one week. I think that is about it, you guys. I don't know. I feel like I'm forgetting things, but I don't know. I always feel that way, I think. But I'm thankful for everybody that did come today, and I hope that you guys do have a really good afternoon and everything, or whatever time it is for you. Really appreciative of everyone that stopped by today and all that good stuff. Let's see. Like I said, hopefully I will be a little further along in this weekend. If my wrist cooperates, I will be in the cardigan, and maybe even pretty close to done. Or done, I don't know. And then we'll have a lot of other things to work on and all that good stuff. I'm really excited. Am I leaving? I am in just a minute, Pets World. Just about a minute or two. I am going to get off of here. I'm thinking about it because I just need to. I usually do about this amount of time anyway. I usually do about 15 more minutes, but I do want to go do some stuff. So yeah, my pets are just snoozing. Thankfully, the cat's nap time is right now. So usually he'd be up like meowing and hanging out, but he's sleeping. So is little Arthur. And Browiches. But I hope you guys do. Like I said, have a great afternoon. I really appreciate you guys for being here. And let's see, let me go over my little spiel with you guys. So, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. It does help me out. And if you haven't already, please subscribe because I appreciate it. And hit the like button. Hit the notification bell so that you know when I do go live. Wow, I'm really messing up my spiel. And hopefully you will get the notification when I do go live. I go live usually about twice a week, sometimes 3, just depending, and all that good stuff. And I have a link in my description as well for Premier Yarns. If you do any shopping there, feel free to use my link. It does help me out, but it doesn't cost you anything, and it will give you 10% off of your first purchase on Premier Yarns as well. Um, so yeah, that is always in my descriptions. I don't think I have any patterns to put in there today, but if you are interested in the pumpkin or the football or any of that stuff, the tote bag, that's what it was, the tote bag pattern, they are all in the description. Last live stream, which is like making pumpkin and hexie cardigan, something like that. So you can check that out if you're interested in any of those. And yeah, I'm thankful for you guys. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys next time. All right.